Coming into the Y, I was leaving, back in September, I was leaving a domestic violence situation. So I ended up on the DV side for a while. It was honestly what saved my life.
With a team of 70 staff members, over 200 volunteers, and a steadfast core of supportive community members and businesses, the YWCA works to eliminate racism, empower women, and promote peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all.
Missoula is a unique community in many ways, but also struggles with some of the same things that we're seeing towns throughout the Rocky Mountain West struggle with. In a sense of kind of community care, I think Missoula truly believes that we all do better when we all do better, and we see that through our investments in both programming and social infrastructure across our community.
The YWCA here in Missoula has been around a long time. It's an amazing organization, and it's seen a growing need for its services. Previous to this building, it had been operating in facilities that had outgrown and were really fragmented. And so we had been working with Cindy and the YWCA over the past few years, tracking their fundraising progress. And despite great support from the community and a really successful capital campaign, the project still had a gap in financing.
New Market Tax Credits is a program that uniquely allows an investor to bring equity into a project. So in this case, the project was a $12 million project. New Market Tax Credits through the equity investor, which in this case was the bank, provided about $4 million in equity. So the Y was going to be raising the rest of the money, which was about an $8 million capital campaign project. So that was significant, certainly in a community the size of Missoula. So to be able to pair the equity and the capital campaign together, that allowed this project to happen. Otherwise, it may not have come together, at least at the level that it did.
Before construction started on the Metal Arc, the YWCA was struggling to meet the needs of women and families in our community. We operated the only domestic violence shelter in a 5-county area, and we ran that program out of a 7-bedroom residential home. Over 200 women and children stayed in that home each year, and it was so cramped that sometimes survivors had to double and even triple up in rooms so that we could ensure that we could provide shelter for all women fleeing dangerous situations. We are so grateful to First Security Bank and MoFi, who were willing to invest in the project to fill the gap that wasn't covered by our capital campaign and organizational resources. This life-changing community building simply would not have been possible without New Market Tax Credits.
As we continue to push for permanency at the federal level, we need to keep shining the spotlight on projects like the YWCA in Missoula that are improving lives every day. Without New Markets, this transformative work wouldn't be possible. New Markets tax credit deals are complicated financial transactions, yes, but what is the program really all about? It's about solving problems. The credit is a tool that helps solve economic issues across the country, whether it's revitalizing neighborhoods, expanding access to critical community services, or other impactful changes to low-income communities. Where this program goes, good follows.
I've been living here at the YWCA for about a month now. Coming in here was like a breath of fresh air. To have my own space, my own bathroom, my children with me. It's given me opportunities that were not available to me. It's opened doors that I didn't even imagine were possible to be opened. It's given me life, honestly. I'm just so grateful for this program. I got into a 2-bedroom apartment for my children and I. So I signed a 1-year lease on May 1st, and I'm so excited for that. My goal in 1 year after leaving this program is to come back and put back into this program what I got out of it by being an advocate myself.
We named our new facility the Metal Arc. Metal Arc is the state bird of Montana, and in indigenous folklore, the Metal Arc is a sign of peace, safety, and easier times ahead. And that is exactly what we hope to provide for people when they walk through the doors of this new building.